You've been hunting for a house. It's been a frustrating process, full of frogs and not many princes. But you've just seen a house that fits the 80% rule and you want to write an offer. What's next? If you'd like some tips on how to write an offer on a house, then you've come to the right place, because that's what we're talking about today, and we're starting right now. Hi there. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Harry Moore and I'm a veteran full-time realtor in the DC real estate market, and I post new videos every week about all things real estate in the DMV. This is part 2 of the series on how to prepare for writing an offer. If you'd like to watch part 1 to learn about analyzing county or city data and zip code data, then click on the link above or in the comments below. You've finally found that house that hits most of the bullet points on your wish list, and you're wondering how to write an offer on a house. This week we'll drill down to the school district and the neighborhood so you can get a better sense of what's going on at ground level. Let's head over to the screencast. First, let's talk about school boundaries. Like zip codes, the line one side or the other can make a big difference, and so it's important for the buyer to know that. I use the mapping tool in the multiple list system, but I also encourage my buyers to go to the school board or contact the school board and make sure that the boundaries are clear to them, and if they have any questions at all about the various schools within a given district, that they get the information they need. So now I'll take just a minute or two to show you how boundaries and zip codes can get sort of complicated. So we'll start with Kensington. And so I'll lay over the boundary for the zip code first so you can see. Here's the boundary for 20895, which is Kensington, Maryland. Now there's a little piece of it over here that's Garrett Park. There's sort of stories about how that was appended on at the end of World War II, but we won't worry about that. We'll just worry about this part of 20895. And then if you take that and you lay over the high school boundaries, you can see that this relatively small zip code, I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see, is serviced by 3 different high schools. So this area over here is Albert Einstein. This slice right here feeds into Walter Johnson, and the South Kensington actually is serviced by BCC. So even in a relatively small zip code, you can have these other lines that are important to know about. Now we'll drill down and look at North Kensington. So one of the natural things that I look for when I'm trying to get down to specific neighborhoods is I look at physical boundaries, things like major roadways, for instance, Connecticut Avenue or Veers Mill Road, University Boulevard, and here we have Rock Creek Park. So those are natural boundaries that you certainly want to consider when you're looking at trying to come up with a neighborhood search that makes sense. One of the things that you see here is this little triangle of North Kensington, but part of it is 20902, which is Silver Spring or Wheaton. So then we move down a little bit more, and so you have Kensington Knolls here, and then you have Rock Creek Palisades over here. Now the houses on one side or the other of Connecticut Avenue are quite different in style, size, so they're not, you can use them as comparables, but you're better off staying on one side of Connecticut Avenue or the other. So for the purposes of this exercise, I will look at Kensington Knolls. And then what I'm going to do is get out my little drawer here and follow the lines. Oops. As best I can. Gets a little funny up here. And voila! So there we go. Now you'll see a lot of listings are shown here, but this is because I haven't filtered down based on date. So the next thing that I'll do is go over here, and I like to start with 180 days as a baseline, just to see how many properties that gets us. So this gets us 34 properties. So we'll take a quick look at those. Not going to drill down into the details, just to make sure that we've got detached houses only, because there are a couple of condo developments in that little triangle there. Sorry, kind of slow. There we go. So we'll sort by structure type, and then go down to the bottom of the page, and we'll delete those. Okay, so that gets us 28 properties. I'm not going to drill down into the specifics of different styles and stuff like that. That is the material for our next video. So I'm going to take it off the screencast now, and we'll wrap it up. Here's the question of the day. Have you ever bought a home? And if so, what were you most nervous about when you wrote your offer? Let me know in the comments what your experience was. So once I've narrowed the list down a little, then I start digging down deeper into the details for each property by looking at the listing details, the virtual tours, tax records, and other information. That's a long process, so I'm going to save that for another video. If you'd like to see other videos in the series, then click on the link above or in the comments below. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you liked what you saw, please hit that like button. Happy thumbs are most appreciated. And if you know someone, maybe a friend, family member, or neighbor who might benefit from this information, please share this video with them. Last but not least, if you want to see more videos about real estate in the DMV, then subscribe and ring that bell so you'll be notified whenever new videos come out. Make it a great day, and I'll see you again soon.